Welcome to my first vegetable garden. Today is October 28th, and I've been getting a lot of questions on what can I grow in the cooler seasons, September, October, November, December, or really either late fall when the frost is coming in or early spring when frost is still around. I want to just show you some of the vegetables that you can grow. I start mine as transplants, and these are basically lettuces, mustard greens. You can see a purple mustard, that's a mustard, red mizuna, arugula or arugula depending on how you want to say it. This is an endive. Over there is a 7-top, right there is a 7-top turnip green. It's just grown for the greens. Italian cress, chicory, which is an endive, that's green oak leaf lettuce. And I've planted a lot into my containers. This is my pop-up greenhouse that I'm going to be using. Those are onions. Onions may not form to size, or you're not going to get bulbs, but you can cut the greens for salads. Right in there is a Danielle red lettuce. Those are transplants. Some onions I took out of my raised bed. These are beets, actually, that I pulled out of the ground from my raised beds and put in here. And you can grow them for the leaves, so you can have greens. This is another endive. This is, I think it's a cannellona endive. And this plant is from spring. And it's a perennial in my area, Maryland Zone 7. So I just moved it into here where I hope to keep this greenhouse above 32 degrees with a couple of tricks, and I'll talk about that down the line. Those are Tom Thumb peas. They only get about 12 inches tall. Some more chicory. Back in there are some lettuces, oak leaf lettuce, a red lettuce. In there is an endive. These are chives. In here are bunching onions. Coming across this way, there are more greens, and you're getting the idea that greens are a vegetable that you can grow in fall and spring. All the plants that I'm showing you can actually take a frost and freeze with the frost, and they're okay. Their leaf structure doesn't break down, it doesn't kill off the plant. You just don't want to deep freeze where it gets to the roots. And in there you can see, starting right in the front, that's Italian cress, Grand Rapids lettuce, more arugula, red mizuna mustard green. Way in the back, a little bit hard to see, but is a purple mustard. Coming down in here, you can see the sign back there said snow peas, but they didn't pop up, so I just went ahead and put in Batavian endive, 7-top greens, Italian chicory, red romaine. Some more endive from a plant that I had in the spring. These are actually seedlings that came off of this plant, and I just transplanted them into little row box. This is cilantro. Believe it or not, cilantro, we tend to think Mexican food and sometimes think warm weather, but this can do very, very well in the cool weather. And radishes are another great cool weather vegetable. These are French breakfast radishes. And outside, these can take a light frost. This is a mass of peas that you really needed to plant in August. You're not going to really have time now if you're just starting. I'm going to show you some more peas right over here. This is, well, sometimes I say pea bucket and people chuckle, but it is kind of funny. But this is a bucket of peas that I grow in the fall and the spring, and you have to get these in August, but it's enough time for these purple pea pods to start producing, and these will last really until I can harvest the plants off of it. And peas can actually take a light frost, and if you're interested, you can actually eat the tendrils. You can break them off and put them in salads, or you can break off the small leaves, so you can get a lot from peas in your fall garden, your winter garden. But these are all plants that enjoy cool weather. I wanted to just do a video so that you would have some ideas. You can grow the cool weather vegetables in most areas in the fall, again in the spring, so they're 2-season crops. And if you're in an area where the winters don't get really, really cold, like in Maryland Zone 7, you can use a pop-up greenhouse and grow salad greens through a lot of the fall and even into the winter. Hope you enjoyed my video. Please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com, and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.